Hello. Can you see me? I just let down my hair after a week, another week of work, body work, and healing. And I just wanted to share something. I'm glad I've only been talking for 18 seconds because usually I talk for like a long time. I probably will, but I don't want to. I was just thinking about the Einstein quote. It probably wasn't even Einstein, it was probably some guy named like Butch. But that is like, if you do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, that's a sign of madness. And I hear people like educating each other on this idea. Like, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, sign of madness, sign of being crazy. But I was thinking yesterday, isn't that just like perseverance? Also, it's wisdom, because most definitely there will be different results. In fact, no act can be duplicated. Everything is completely authentic and duplicatable. So this is my belief. I don't know even like how, it's just my belief that even in science, even with all the way to the like Higgs boson experiments, they're not duplicatable experiments. So if you are doing something over and over again and expecting a different result, it doesn't mean you're crazy. And to the Buddhist, or to the person who believes in reincarnation or something like that, yeah, definitely keep trying and expecting a different result. Because one day you'll knock on the door and it will open. And all those 155 other times you knocked on the door and nobody answered didn't stop you. And even the people who said, if you keep knocking, you're crazy, even that didn't stop you. And that's powerful, I think. Another thing that's powerful is the thought that Groundhog's Day is the most enlightened movie of all time. Well, it's very what if it's very accurate about reality and our lives and stuff, and it's not that we're like this like one soul track that goes through, and then it was a bunny, was a bear, was a cop, was a Russian, was a Japanese person, was a Lindsay. Because how could there be like individual streams? So, and time isn't linear, it's more like this concentric circles and like stuff like this. So the idea of us almost like day by day or hour by hour waking up and realizing like it's Groundhog's Day, like we're here again. What did we learn from our experiences before, and how, based on yesterday and our understanding of how we feel today, that we might want to do differently. Here's the other thing though, I'm not sure if we have free will. And that being said, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to tell people that they don't have it or to question it. Thank God I am not a spiritual teacher, because I get to say whatever I want. And if you're somebody who's like on a spiritual path and you see the teacher in the room and you think maybe one day I'll know enough to be able to be the teacher, I wouldn't say that that's the karma that makes someone a teacher. That the karma to be a teacher is kind of rough. It's like if you are a mother every lifetime who has 15 kids. It's rough. So the person who's like the teacher in the room is kind of like the most like screwed person in the room. I mean, you can think of it that way because of the weight that that person has to bear. So if you're not a spiritual teacher and you're on a spiritual path, I would say that is sweet, and I wouldn't crave for much more than that, because I'm with you and it is so nice. That being said, if I was ordained in some way to be a teacher, it wouldn't be like a celebration. It might be. So I guess we covered everything. Einstein, Groundhog's Day, and I didn't cover this, but I was going to say sweet potatoes, because they're very delicious. I have so many opinions. I am feeling suddenly like I don't care if I'm not understood or liked or heard, but I would really like to share my opinions. And Carlos Nabokov, that's not his name, Vladimir, Carlos Castaneda, cross between Vladimir Nabokov. So he had this book called Strong Opinions, and it's one of my favorites, and it's hilarious, very hilarious. I don't know if he meant to be funny, but it's very funny. And yeah, so I have strong opinions. If you're interested, I'm going to keep sharing them. Maybe after the Saturdays when I let my hair down and let it fly and stuff. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate anyone who's going to listen to me, because I got a lot to say, and we have very little time left on the planet. Not to be all apocalyptical. Apocalypso. Okay, bye.